Education is for improving the life of others. Education can help us to differentiate between right and wrong.
According to Nelson Mandela, education is the most powerful weapon which can be used to change the world. It extends beyond the development of skills we need for economic success. It can contribute to nation building and reconciliation, which is why it is worrisome for Nigeria is about 10,193,918 out-of-school children, making it the highest in sub-Saharan Africa, according to the Minister of State Education. The reason for this high has been attributed to high illiteracy levels, infrastructural decay, deficits, poor funding, and insecurity. In order to improve the quality of basic education and encourage parents to enroll their children in school, the following measures must be provided: conducive learning environment, basic infrastructures, qualified teachers, security, amongst others. It is, however, no news that to achieve this, it begins with proper planning, which translates into procurement.
In those good old days, we never did that. But with PPDC, we've been able to attend, some bidding activities.
Public procurement is the most significant way through which the government provides basic social and welfare services necessary to accomplish its missions in a timely, prudent, and efficient manner, and in many ways constitutes the lifeblood of most government programs and services. In the same vein, public procurement is also one of the government activities most vulnerable to corruption. This is why the introduction of technology in combating corruption in public procurement became expedient. This is done through open contracting. Open contracting simply means publishing and using open, accessible, and timely information on government contracting to engage citizens and businesses in identifying and fixing problems.
Open contracting basically is about publicizing all procurement data for citizens to key in, to participate, because we believe that government will not be everywhere.
There have been engagement from the citizens, and again from the civil society organizations too. There have been engagement, and it's because we have this open contracting process in place.
You don't need to give the contracts to somebody because the person is related to you, because it's your brother, your relation. You need to give it to somebody that will make judicious use of state money.
The community members are the eyes of the government at that site. So if the open contracting is no more in existence, then anything can just be given to any community without anyone knowing the quality of the contract.
It has improved the service delivery and had reduced abandoned projects. In time past, someone will get the contract because there's nobody watching, nobody's monitoring, get the contract, spend the money, and disappear. But now, it's not the game. Everybody is now working to make sure that what is needful is done. Else, there is the law that could actually go and prosecute you.
In 2016, the Public and Private Development Center, PPDC, using Budeshi, its open contracting portal, successfully advocated for the adoption of the open contracting data standards by the Nigerian government.
What Budeshi is basically, it's an online platform where public contracts are published from different MDAs and different states in Nigeria.
The citizen can easily go to the portal and see what exactly is happening in the area of public procurement. So they are better informed. With this, they know what and what is going to happen, who is doing what, when is the person expected to deliver. So the citizens are better informed about what is going on in the state generally.
It creates a unique identifier that links all the data sets relating to a particular project across the different stages. And that's how Budeshi was founded.
This idea of budeshi.com, and that is where you can have access to, open contrasting data in Kaduna State that you can use to, as in, just like see what you have or what the Kaduna State government has online, then you make use of it offline. And that is like, when you see data, this is amount this project is being approved, or this amount that is being approved to execute this project. And of course, sometimes you see the location of these projects. So with what you see online, through this Budeshi, for example, and the CAD PPA platform, you can now track the existence of what the state government's claimed to have been, spending the taxes on. And that is kudos from me now as a journalist to PPDC.
We saw a need that government procurement information needed to be accessible to public. It needed to be easily accessible to public so that public can track, monitor, and keep government accountable.
In the same vein, similar advocacy has been taken to the subnational level, which has led to 7 states: Kaduna, Ekiti, Anambra, Abia, Imo, Kogi, and other more states successfully adopting open contracting as their public procurement processes. The Public and Private Development Center, PPDC, with support from MacArthur Foundation, offered technical support to Ekiti and Kaduna states in developing and deploying their open contracting portal to make contract information regarding projects being implemented in the states readily available and accessible for citizens to engage with.
They've accepted, they have a portal where you can go and then access everything they've done as a government.
So far so good. The open contrasting data has improved in Kaduna of recent. Of course, there are still some bottlenecks, and like talking about the MDAs, the enough, as in having poor, human power to get these things on the internet. But I know there are a lot of training that is ongoing presently to make sure that each of the MDAs has people that are capable of, generating their data and upload it so that we outside the government, from on the demand side, can have access to this information and possibly make demand ask questions where we are in doubt.
When citizens have unrestricted access to information on government spending and project specifications, it enables citizens to actively participate in governance and engage the representatives, hence ensuring effective and efficient service delivery and ultimately value for money.
In Ekiti State, with the support of PPDC, we've brought more awareness to the community because there's also a radio engagement, we have television engagement, town hall meetings, we have stakeholder engagement. About this engagement, people are now more aware and becoming more conscious of the need to understand this process, take ownership and ask questions.
Yadda PPDC suna bude mana ido mun gode musu kuma haka ya sa mun ƙara ilimi yanzu mun ga an kawo project abinda bamu fahimta ba za mu kokari mu bididdigi mu neme su mu ji menene yake faruwa.
Before this perimeter fence came in, we are all the encroachment, they carry their cows, some even paint their excreta surrounding the schools. While we are chasing them, they will be continuing embarrassing the pupils. And another thing, many bicycles, they will be coming across the school. At times I will come in, addressing them, why are they doing this? They will just chase me now. But since the perimeter discs have come in, everybody was settled, the pupils too were even enjoying we have enough security, many people passing by even emulating us, so that our government supply us and we will see the favor of God.
My name is Patrick Sampson. I am 10 years old. The name of my school is St. Benedict Nursery and Primary School, Ayede Ekiti. I am primary 5. Before, there is no fence in my school. Plenty cows used to enter into our compound and eat grass. But now I am learning without none because we have a fence.
This primary school is one of the oldest primary schools in local government, not this site. It's one of the oldest, but before now, this building is already collapsed. There is many classes in the upstairs, but they are not using. But based on the people that are living here and the association and the members of the communities make a too much complaint about that issues. After that, your people come and intervene. After they intervene, the local government and the member house of representatives come and see the problem of the building. But now the building is already renovated, but it's fully completed, and even the classes are already completed.
Alhamdulillah gaskiya. Sabida an gyara musu makaranta, sannan an ba su kyautar uniform, sannan an ba su littattafai. A lokacin gaskiya da yarinya na take zuwa makaranta, da bata fahimci komai ba da gaskiya. Amma a canje-canjen nan na lokutan nan, gaskiya na gode ma Allah. A jarabawa ma nake gane yarinya na ta, saboda a da sai ta ci na 10, na 20, amma wannan karan na 2 ma ta ci.
In 2018, we came across the school, the St. Patrick's School here in Grigri, when we discovered the state of the school here, and we engaged the relevant stakeholder in ensuring that this school is completed, the project here is completed, and we were able to achieve success, even making use of our social media and using advocacy as also tools of engagement. And the government chose to listen, and today, what we have here today is a product of the advocacy work and our monitoring commitment from PPDC, and this has brought us what we have here today.
We have some dilapidated classes. The classes was not conducive until it was this one was renovated and the other one was rebuilt.
Orúkọ mi ni Sahara Yakubu. Ọmọléèwé St. Philip Girigiri. Mo wà ní primary 3. Mo fẹ́ lọ ìtọ́tọ̀ kí n má dàgbà. Inú mi sì dùn bí mo ṣe wà nílé ìwé nísìnyí.
By having this, it means a whole lot for this community. It means a whole lot for the future of the people from this school. It means there's going to be hope for the less privileged. It means there's going to be future assurance for the less privileged. There are more farmers and some of these people here, and I'm sure who knows if this kind of opportunity will have come to them if not for this engagement.
Additionally, PPDC carried out technical training for procurement officers across various MDAs on how to upload and publish procurement information in OCDS format. The objective was to promote accountability and transparent practices in the public procurement systems of the state.
After the signing up of the Nigerian government to open contracting, we realized that even though the commitment was there was still a low level of participation, low level of government agencies, implementing this open contracting. So we then realized that one of the reasons why that was happening was because of there was low level of capacity for public officials to be able to properly implement the open contracting. So it was from there that we started doing trainings for government officials, and then of course for people to be able to sign up to the open contracting, they need to understand what it means and how they might be able to implement it. So that was why it was important for us to start training.
Non-state actors were also not left out, as over 150 civil society organizations, CSOs, investigative journalists, and professional bodies were also trained on access to information, public procurement, and open contracting to enable them effectively utilize the open contracting portals by accessing contract data to track and monitor projects, develop reports, and produce data-driven stories to spur and engage relevant stakeholders to take further action when required.
It's an eye-opener to us as a community of what is going on. If not, so all of us don't even know. We are just sitting there, we just go and meet contractor, we say, and we leave him. But because of the training of PPDC, that's when we are getting informed on how to follow up our project.
Anytime I remember the training, I'll be like, this has really helped me.
PPDC made me understand better and a more brighter way of monitoring projects and how to source the project using the Budeshi app. And make sure you do not go to any community alone for your own safety. This has always been ringing on my head ever since I participated in the training with PPDC.
It's very important for us to do all these trainings because it's passing down of knowledge, and that is very important because at the end of the day, these are the people who this project actually affects.
Over 300 education projects were monitored by CSOs and community-based monitors using contract information from the state's open contracting portals. During the monitoring, the monitors found both completed, uncompleted, and abandoned projects. Upon this discovery, PPDC kicked off both online and offline advocacy series of courtesy visits to implementing agencies and all the relevant stakeholders, as well as appearance on Budeshi Radio to discuss findings in the field. Subsequently, the impact of these advocacies includes, but not limited to, substantial fixes to 6 projects. The issue of projects' accountability and transparency should be everybody's business, especially those at the rural communities, because they are the direct beneficiaries of these projects.
èèyàn tó bá wá ṣiṣẹ́ bí ẹ̀tọ́ ará ìlú ó tọ́ kàn béèrè pé ta ló rán yín iṣẹ́ ọ̀ báwo ni ẹ ṣe wá ṣiṣẹ́ bí ẹ̀tọ́ ará ìlú ni.
That is why groups like youth, market associations, and women heads should become aware of contracting processes to enable them generate value for money as well as demand better from the government. Without information, they will definitely hit a rock. This is why PPDC puts in all efforts into empowering citizens with information to ask questions.
All that is needed is to enlighten the citizens more, the community rather, more on how and when to use the open contracting concept.
We want more organization to key into what PPDC are doing so that we all have a collective result at the end, which is good governance.
PPDC, mun gode sosai.
Thank you, PPDC. Thank you, PPDC.